Let's just go one step further. Because, like I recently watched High Fidelity, not the old one, but the new one with Zoe Kravitz and stuff. And the whole premise of that is going through, what does she call, like 5, like all-time desert heartbreak is what she calls it. So who are your 5 all-time, or at least name 3 all-time most painful heartbreak list?
But they all happened, in my early 20s and late teens. It never happened. Okay.
I want to know.
No.
Take it easy, okay? I'm vulnerable. I'm sick.
All right, so the first one was there was this girl. I went to high school, and there was a girl I went to high school with, but her younger sister, when I graduated, right, she was only like a year or 2 younger than me. I used to hang out with her. Her name was Ashley Brown, right? And I remember watching like a movie together at her house under a blanket. Ooh. And just in my head, like, make a move. But I would never do it. I was just like so stiff and just like, I was like, the little Korean best friend, right? And then after that was this girl named Rebecca Dreskin. I had a crush on her as well. And then we just became friends. And then, but the third was obvious. I've talked about her, Anna Bieldenis. When I went, but then there was one that happened. I can't say her name, but there was one that happened before you, babe, where I liked her, and then I knew that she had hooked up with 2 open micers that are still kind of open micers, right? And then when I went to make a move or whatever, she said, I just want to be friends. I'm not attracted to you. But then in my mind, I knew that she had dated 2 guys that weren't even fucking funny. They were underneath me. And I want to say their names so fucking back. All right, I'll say one of the guys' names.
Are they comics?
Lenoci. Fucking Lenoci, right? I know. Michael Lenoci. So Michael Lenoci had hooked up with her, right? And when she said that, I was just like, I know, put the fucking mask on. And I went in my head, I was just like, I'm a fucking loser. Oh my God. If I say the other name, I don't want to fucking throw him on the bus.
It makes you feel better.
If I say the other name, right, it's worse than Michael Lenoci.
I want to know. Tell me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
It's Dave Chappelle.
No, it's Michael Lenoci. A guy even underneath Michael Lenoci. Right? So,
Wow.
Wow, so many revelations. I think I've talked about my top 3 or at least top 5 heartbreak list on this podcast. No.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's always in you, but you're right. It's always in your early 20s or in your teens. Nothing compares to that fucking pain of being an unsure teenager and wanting something so badly and not knowing how navigate that whole process of feelings towards somebody.
Because you also think that it's the most important thing in one's life.
It consumes your entire body when you're that young.
When you realize that, oh no, career, and there are other things like health and
I wasn't raised
spirituality,
right, man.
and there's so many other things later in life that like become as important or more important, and then all of a sudden you realize that it's just not real. Those feelings. It's more derived from your mind and fantasy.
Yeah, and you're very much still in a bubble. Like you haven't been out there in the world yet. For me, it was
say the names, baby.
Yeah, I will. And in fact, you know what? I'm gonna try to
I know which one. I know
hunt him down for a Patreon. Maybe I can have some of my feelings resolved.
The Filipino guy from the Philippines, that guy.
Who, Froggy?
No, the guy that right now is it. I know which one it is.
Who's
I
Froggy?
love Jonathan Villagracia. His nickname was Froggy. He was really fast, but that wasn't him. He wasn't one of my biggest
the guy.
heartbreaks.
No, you're not talking about. I'm talking about the guy, right? That's a big business guy now, right? He's into business right now, and then earlier on, you had a crush on him.
No, babe, we dated, babe. I said he was the first blowjob I ever gave.
What's his name?
Do we have to?
Yeah. What's his name?
Am I bleeping this?
No, don't bleep it. What's his name?
His name was Dino.
Dino.
Stop.
Yeah.
The one who picked us up from the airport.
Yeah. You sucked his dick. She sucked
No,
his dick, baby.
no, don't say that.
Dino, come in your mouth, baby.
The heartbreak for me, my first heartbreak or first unrequited love was Puerto Rican Gary Gonzalez.
Hey, where's Gary at?
Get it?
But he was so cool amongst the other kids. He was just always but what he did was I made out with him in the back of a chemistry classroom, and I did give him head. And then it ruined my reputation for the rest of like my entire high school. I hated high school, by the way. And then everyone started calling me a face queen because I sucked off Gary.
She's very good at Gary. She's very good at it.
He'll probably agree, but
I mean,
and then he broke my heart
she
so
did something
badly.
the other day. I was just, Juliana, cover your ears.
Rudy, get out of the room, please.
Well, she just kind of took her mouth and just at the head of my penis and just a little suck. She went like that, a little suck on my head of my penis.
I don't do that.
Yeah, and it felt so wondrous.
I
Juliana,
don't do
get out.
that.
My spine went.
Juliana, get out of here.
Yeah, my spine went.
Jules, I'm so sorry. That didn't happen.
Now,
Jules.
straight from Glendale, Gabby.
Glendale Gabby.
Where does she live? Where is she? Gabby, where is she?